tip video for you guys who still looking for a perfect jump shot based for in game of 2K21. Your jump shot may be broken, so I'm here with a list of jump shots in NBA 2K21 as well as for NBA 2K22. Don't know how the shooting's gonna go in 22, but I'm here to give you boys some bases that I use, some of my friends use, some of the people in 2K community use. It's a decent list, so let's get right to it. And if you're new to the channel, respect, luck, man. Like the video, comment on the video, hit your boys to subscribe. And we're on the road to 100 subscribers. Trying to get this channel on up off the ground. So let's get right into it with some honorable mentions. First off, I want to go along with jump shot number 3. Jump shot 3 didn't make the list. It was close, but it's a fast base. It's an easy base to time with. Like I said, release 1, release 2. Gonna be preference is whatever release 1, release 2 you guys like to use. But jump shot 3 is a good base if you're a pro-am player, rec player, park player, city player. It's a base for point guard, shooting guard, small forward. I wouldn't recommend trying it on a big man, but if it works on a big man, then go ahead. The next base I'll talk honorable mention will be none other than Kevin Love. He's been an OG base since 2K16. He still is a really good base on both gens, current gen and next gen. It's bases for all 5 positions, point guard through center. Smooth base, easy to time, and like I said, whatever your release 1, release 2 is, preference. And Kevin Love. And last but not least, we're going to talk about Brook Lopez as our last honorable mention. Brook Lopez is another good base. It's the Singular base, it's the Porzingis base, it's the Nikolai base. If you play my team, it is a great base to use for centers and power forwards as well as some small forwards. Like the Larry Bird, it's kind of like the Larry Bird release, but Brook Lopez is an honorable mention. And we're gonna get right into this. Let's start at number 25. We're gonna go to the set shots, man. I made a video earlier in the year talking about why set shooting is really underrated on current gen and next gen, and why you should consider using set jump shots. Alright, so number 25 is set shot 20. It's a shot I've been using since 2K19. It's a smooth, quick mid-range base, and I would prefer using the set shot. Grinding for badges when you don't have any. Of course, in 2K20 with the dreaded quick draw badge. And this is one of the bases that I use. I still use this base on current gen 2K21. I use it somewhat on next gen, but not as much. As we get deeper to the list, we'll get to bases that you should consider trying. At number 24, we're gonna start off with set shot 21. It's a base that I'm currently using on next gen 3-level score. The unorthodox fast base. I use this on current gen. Some of my homeboys see me use it and ask, why is your jump shot so ugly? It's not ugly, it's a set shot. Set shot 21. Mix it with Larry Bird and Kobe Bryant, and trust me, you will not miss. I have a 70-something 3 ball on my slasher and a 70-something 3 ball on my lockdown on current gen. This is the shot base that I use, set shot 21. Like I said, I made a video earlier of the best set shot bases to use and why they're underrated and why you should consider using a set shot. Number 23, we're gonna go to the KG set shot 14. It's actually an easy base to time. Like I said, release 1, release 2 is preference. Whatever release 1, whatever release 2 you guys like to use. Mix it with set shot 14, aka the Kevin Garnett base. It's a good mid-range base for you centers and power forwards on next gen who doesn't have a high 3-pointer but a decent mid-range. And you're not eligible for them other bases, you set shot 14. It's coming in number 23. At number 22, we're going to go to the Porzingis base again. Another Porzingis base, and it's set shot 17. The Nikolai Jokic release. If y'all guys play my team, this is where I got set shot 17 from. It's actually a pretty good base. I tested it out on next gen. I didn't test it out on current gen. I tested it out on next gen, and I was getting a few buckets with it, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you have a high mid-range. It's a mid-range set shot base. Don't try it on the 3-point line. Not so great. That's coming in at number 22. At number 21, we're going to an OG base. We're going to a base that started it all in 2K20 with the dreaded and famous quick draw badge. People couldn't grind for it. Some people use it on next gen today. Some people still use it on current gen. It's no other than Jump Shot 38. Jump Shot 38 is one of the OG bases. It's one of the OG bases in 2K. Like I said, 2K20, it all began with the dreaded quick draw badge. People had to grind to get quick draw. Before you can get the badge, everybody used Jump Shot 38. I know I did. I know I did on my lockdowns, my big. Some people on next gen, like the DF clan. I see a few DF clans on Northside still use Jump Shot 38, so I know the Jump Shot is still relevant and still cash. So if you're still looking for a good base, Jump Shot 38 comes in at number 21. Rounding out the top 25 at number 20, we're gonna go to the logo himself, Mr. Jerry West, Mr. Clutch West. I love his release on next gen. I want to say it's a current gen base shot, but for you point guard to small forward position on next gen, Jerry West is that base. And I use Jerry West as release 2. It has a quick flick, easy time, and you can green every shot. The logo comes in at number 20. At number 19, we're gonna go to Atlanta Hawks, Mr. Trey Young. Trey Young, I used him on my 3-level score, and it looked weird, y'all, but trust me, that shot, it goes in with the right timing. Like I said, the right release 1, the right release 2. It's a green light machine. Trey Young comes in at number 19. Number 18, we're gonna go back to jump shots. This is a jump shot for all point guards and centers. Current gen and next gen, it's the Cloud to Glide base, and it's Jump Shot 5. I used Jump Shot 5 a few weeks ago, and the Cloud to Glide Drexler base, it works. It really works. Don't let the little unorthodoxness fool y'all. That Jump Shot 5 is a nice base to use. Like I said, I would recommend it for you point guards and small forwards. Current gen, next gen, I don't think it's so well as a power forward centers base. Like I said, if you have a great 3-point rating, great mid-range rating, try out Jump Shot 5. Jump Shot 5 is not a horrible base to try out. At number 17, I'm gonna go with Jump Shot 84. Jump Shot 84. I use this in Pro-Am, playing with my homeboys in Comp Pro-Am, and it's a good Pro-Am release. I wouldn't say so great for rec, and I wouldn't say so great for the park, but if you look for a good quality Pro-Am base, Jump Shot 84. Coming in at number 16 is another OG release since 2K16. Still see it every now and then, but not as much on next gen and more on current gen, and it's Tony Parker. Tony Parker's been one of those popular bases since 2K16, and some people still use it to this day. It's a smooth base, easy to time, easy to green, has a decent make percentage when whited, has a decent percentage when you green it. Tony Parker comes in at number 16. At number 15, it's one of my homeboys' bases. I know he's in the stream watching. This was one of his bases he used in 2K20 with his 3 and D point. He also used it for his OG lockdown build. That was a headache getting on my nerves with a 40-something 3-pointer. And it is none other, I can find it, than Vince Carter. Vince Carter was one of my homeboys' base. He used it in 2K20. I know he's watching. And he also used it in 2K19 with his OG lockdown build. I used it on next gen, and I can see why he loves this shot. So Vince Carter comes in at number 15, man. I get more in depth as to why he loves this jump shot, but all I have to say is this: he had a 43-pointer on 2K19 with his double lockdown, and he was more consistent in the shot creator. And the shot that he was using was Vince Carter. So coming in at number 14, we're gonna go to a Kawhi Leonard type base, and it's Jump Shot 59. I used this at the beginning of next gen. And trust me, it worked out really good. This is a Kawhi Leonard base. Now you can also argue that Ray Allen is also part of Kawhi Leonard, but Jump Shot 59 is Kawhi Leonard's base. It's easy, it's a smooth, easy release, it's easy to time, easy to green. It's perfect for all 5 positions. It's perfect for those guys who have the high 3-point ratings. I haven't seen too many use it for a low 3-point rating, like in the 70 range, but for those high 3-point ratings, it's Jump Shot 59. Coming in at number 13 is another OG release. My brother used this release in 2K16. It's still a popular release to this day, but I don't see a lot of it on next gen. I see more on current gen. And then number 13 is none other than that boy Mello. Carmelo Anthony is another good bass to use. Like I said, it's one of those OG releases, one of those popular basses in 2K16. Up till now, it's more popular on current gen than it is on next gen. All the next gen basses are pretty much gonna be in the top 10. So for you current gen gamers, if you're still looking for a good bass to use, man, use Carmelo Anthony. Smooth bass, easy to time, easy to green, especially with that small window on current gen, that dreaded small green window. Carmelo Anthony comes in at number 13. At number 12, we're gonna go to a bass that I used to use in 2K20. I used it a little bit in 2K19, but I more used it in 2K20. I still see a lot of people use it now on current gen and next gen. It's Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's a smooth bass, man. It's more like a mid-range bass, but if you get that timing perfectly in the corner and that wing, it can become a deadly three-point bass as well, man. Klay Thompson, one half of the Splash Brothers. Do not sleep on the Klay Thompson bass. At number 11, we're going to go back to 2K19, 2K20 days, and another popular OG bass that I've seen people use even on next gen as well as current gen. He plays for the Chicago Bulls. He's a multi-time dunk champion. If I can find his name, it is none other than Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, another one of them OG shot basses, man, since 2K19, 2K20. Everybody put quick draw on gold and Hall of Fame and or silver. And the main bass they used was Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine was an easy bass at times, still one of the easiest basses to green. It's for all 5 positions with the high three-point range and decent mid-range. I fell in love with this bass when I played with him in my team, so guys, Zach LaVine comes in at number 11. Coming in at number 10 is another OG bass, an OG bass since the dawn of time, since probably 2K11, when Michael Jordan took over the 2K cover and just changed the game forever up to now. So that being said, is none other than MJ himself. And at the top, Michael Jordan, the OG, the GOAT. One of the best releases and one of the best basses in my honest opinion in 2K. Like I said, release 1, release 2 is preference. It has a great green percentage, a great white percentage on next gen. Michael Jordan bass is a smooth bass. I used to use this bass at 16. Used to use it in 17 on my athletic. I used to use it on 18. I didn't use it quite as much as 19, 20, but on current gen, next gen, 21. Michael Jordan's another good bass to use. That's at top number 10. At number 9, it's one of the popular basses in the 2K community and the YouTube community. I've seen Brute use this bass. I've seen Shakedown use this bass. I see 2-Way use this bass. And it's none other than Paul George, aka Playoff Pete. That comes in at number 9. Paul George. A lot of people still use this bass. It's still one of the best basses on next gen. I ain't see a lot of it on current gen, but next gen, Paul George is one of the popular basses on next gen. So that comes in at number 9. At number 8, another OG bass since 2K16 that a lot of people use still today on current and next gen, and it's Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay, as long as they keep this bass in the game, Rudy Gay is going to be one of the best basses to use in current gen as well as next gen. Smooth bass, easy to time. Like I said, your release 1, release 2 is preference. Whatever release you guys using mixed with the Rudy Gay, it might become a serious threat, make a deadly jump shot. So Rudy Gay comes in at number 8. At number 7, we're gonna go to the late great Kobe Bean Bryant. It's one of the best basses on next gen. Current gen, not so much, but on next gen, a lot of my rec players that I play with use Kobe Bryant as his bass, and it's a smooth bass. It's got one of the highest green windows, one of the highest make percentage. Doesn't have the highest white percentage, but you can hit some whites with it. All 5 positions, especially if you're eligible for it, man. Kobe Bryant comes in at number 7. And number 6 is another popular bass that I see Brute use more likely than Shakedown, and it's none other than Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade comes in at number 6. It's one of the best basses on next gen. I see a lot of players in the city. I see a lot of players in the rec use Dwayne Wade's bass. And trust me, the greens that people get with Dwayne Wade bass are unbelievable. It's just crazy. His bass is like a Hall of Fame green machine bass. But Dwayne Wade comes in at number 6. Coming in at number 5 is a bass that has a high white percentage and a high green percentage on next gen as well as current gen. And it's none other than Stephen Curry. His bass, For some reason, you can wipe that thing slightly late, slightly early, and it still go in. You can still switch it. Steph Curry is one of the popular bases in the 2K community. I see a lot of people in the city, a lot of people on the beach, a lot of people on the park use Stephen Curry still. So Stephen Curry comes in at number 5. As we go into the top 4, number 1 may shock you. It's not what you think number 1 is. Coming in number 4 is none other than Ray Allen. Ray Allen has the biggest green window on next gen, has one of the biggest make percentages on next gen. I used to use Ray Allen on next gen with the Larry Bird upper release, and trust me, I did not miss. I was cash from three-point range. Ray Allen is one of the best shooters in the history of the game, and he has one of the best bases in next gen. Current gen, yeah, with the speed, you might be able to green a few there and a few here, but the speed on current gen and next gen is a whole lot different. Next gen, it seems like they kind of slowed it down. Versus current gen, they kind of speed it up. But Ray Allen is a perfect next gen base. Coming in at number 3 is another OG base that people use on both gens, and it's arguably should be the best based on this list, but it's not really. And it's Jump Shot 98. Jump Shot 98 and Dwayne Wade is somewhat similar, but they do have their different speed perks. Like 98 is a little bit more quicker than D Wade. This is the popular jump shot on next gen as well as current gen. I see a lot of people use base 98, and some people are actually trying to go away from 98 and find other bases than 98. Comes to this video. I have so many bases on here. Coming in at number 2 is another OG base on next gen. It's also a great base on current gen. It's easy to time. I see a lot of 2K league players use this jump shot. A lot of 2K rec players use this jump shot. Park players use this jump shot, and it's Dante Exum. Dante Exum is a fast base. It's easy to time. It's easy to green. It's arguably the best base on next gen. But I found a base that's actually somewhat better. Actually better than Dante Exum. But Dante Exum comes in at number 2. And number 1, y'all probably wondering what his number 1 is. And it's none other than Jump Shot 90. Now don't let that fool you. Don't let his stance fool you. Jump Shot 90 is a easy shot to green. I use Jump Shot 90 on my slash and shot creator. And man, I discovered this base. When I discovered Jump Shot 90, I haven't turned back since. I green every shot I put up. I can hit mid-ranges, even though I have a few blue spots in the mid-range. I can hit mid-range jump shots. I need to test this out on current gens, but I'm stuck on set shot 21 on the current gen. That's by far the best shot in my opinion on current gen. But Jump Shot 90 with the the best release 1, the best release 2, and blended, max it out at 70, I do like 79, 78, 22. But see, the release 1 I use for it to make it so cash, I'm revealing my jump shot. I shouldn't be doing, but I'm going to reveal it for you guys because I love you guys. I use Oscar Rouse in release 1, and release 2 I use Jump Shot 70. And man, when I found out this little blend, I tested it out in the park. There's so many randoms that sag off of me like, oh, he's a slash and shot creator. He can't shoot. So then when I end up greening 2 straight, because I have green machine on gold, I green 2 straight, and I green that 3rd one. Now they want to start playing defense and the game over. But this is my jump shot I use. Jump Shot 90 is an easy base. It's one of those bases that you can just easily let go of the X button and green. I use it. A lot of people might not know about Jump Shot 90, but if you check out this video, Jump Shot 90, in my opinion, is the best base on 2K21 next year. And if you're still looking for any other more bases, we still got the Kevin Durant base, which not so popular on next gen. I haven't seen a lot of people use on current gen because it's kind of difficult to green. But Kevin Durant's another one. Larry Bird, Larry Legend, another great all-around small forward. Use the Larry Legend base. And if y'all want to know what's the best release 1s and the best release 2s to blend with all these jump shots that I got, just hit the like button. This video will be on my YouTube channel, so if you're new to my channel, hit the like button, comment on the video for any bases that I missed, and subscribe to the channel, man. We're gonna be pumping out more videos. 2K22 is right around the corner. I'm ready for that 75th anniversary edition. I'm pre-order that, and we're gonna continue to keep dropping more banging videos. We're gonna continue dropping more content, and we also want to be on the lookout for that Superstar mixtape volume 5. I finally hit Superstar on next gen. If I was playing this a little bit more serious, I'd probably been elite by now, but I finally cracked Superstar, so watch out for the mixtape volume 5. And that's all I have for this video. So remember, like the video, hit your boy with a sub, comment on the video. If you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow button if you're new to the channel, and I'm out.